Folks, it is Friday, the end of the week and the beginning of the weekend. And there was another cold start for us this morning. We had 39 is typical, but this morning we had a range of 20s there, except Opelousas. That was a warm point. Remember Wednesday morning, they were 2 above 0 at the airport there. And in town, it was 6 above 0, 48. That is for the Alexandria proper area, 4 degrees. And that is the lowest reading ever recorded in the metro area. During the month of January, it would get colder in the month of February, though. So that's a summary of your lows. And tonight it's going to be fairly close. It's maybe 1 or 2 degrees higher on the average. So another cold night in store for us. In fact, you can see the clear sky out there right now. The air remains very dry. And so by 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock tonight. So Stelly's in LeBeau checking the snow cover down in that direction. Looks like there may be a few places where you can see some standing water from melted snow or even a little snow lingering in the shade, especially on the north side of structures. All right, your weather headlines. These are things that I'll be talking about. First of all, the pattern change starts Saturday with an increase in clouds in the afternoon and evening. So as those clouds roll in Saturday evening, you can just say, okay, well, the weather pattern is changing. And I ask the question, do you need rain? I hope so, because we've got rain on the way. Let's check out some more details here. These are the surface features here. Notice that the weather's moving from west to east there. Surface high moving across Houston area here for today. And again, the chilly air remains, but we're up in the 50s today for highs. But the air, as I said, remains very dry, so it will be another colder night. Let's check out things beyond this into the future cast, kind of stepping you through your weekend. No issues Saturday morning except the cold weather, as we think we'll average about 27 degrees. And then going into Saturday evening for some entertainment, errands, shopping, that kind of thing. No issues there. So going into Sunday for church and Sunday school, mid-morning. Yep, we got rain chances returning by then, and rain chances will kind of percolate off and on throughout the day on Sunday. The change in the weather pattern, this is your future cast. This is Sunday morning at 8 a.m. What we see happening here is a very large upper level feature, kind of a trough right in there. You can see rotation. And as the air rotates around that trough, out ahead of it, we've got kind of a broad fetch of flow aloft. Again, with this kind of pattern, it generates energy as the air moves in this circular fashion. And to the south of this, we pick up this band of wind coming in from the southwest, and there'll be little ripples of energy kind of work through the upper level flow. And when that does, it creates showers and areas of rain, creates clouds, and that type thing. So you can see that that's what the pattern is going to bring over the next several days. In fact, I'll fast forward this into Wednesdays. Midday Wednesday, we still see that feature out west right there, okay, with that system, with that spin. Out ahead of that, we see the upper level winds coming through from the west southwest aloft overhead. This is at about 20,000 feet. And so that's still bringing energy aloft. So again, in that kind of pattern here in central Louisiana, when we have this set up, we usually see a lot of clouds, not much sun, and we've got a daily rain chance coming in for us there as we move into the time period. Now, this is Saturday beyond the 7-day forecast, all right? But you can still see that this upper level feature now has lifted out across the central plains, but we still see a dip right in there in the jet stream. And so I think our rain chance is going to continue. This wet spell that I've been talking about is going to continue beyond the 7-day forecast then. So let's check it out, going into some of the details as to what might happen here in the coming days. We go first of all to a flash flood risk put out by the Weather Prediction Center here for Sunday only. Now, there may be more of this later in the week, but their confidence level is fairly low on that. So at Sunday, we could see some locally heavy rainfall shape up there. So this gloomy, wet pattern that I'm talking about, the time frame is Sunday through Friday night, but it will last into Saturday, but that's beyond the 7-day. I think it's right now, from what I can see, this will manifest itself in two main events. First one, Sunday through Monday morning, And then the second one would be Thursday through Friday night. And then, of course, that will probably continue into Saturday. So those are the two main events. And once that happens, look for peak totals to reach about 3 to 5 inches. That's kind of a moderate conservative forecast there. Some models are showing less. Some models are showing 7+ inches during that time frame. So again, I think 3 to 5. That's what I said yesterday. So I'm going to be consistent with that. So a good soaking rain coming up. Not much sun for you either. So here are your 7-day numbers. Saturday, the clouds roll in. I call it a partly sunny day, keeping rain chances out. 27, a cold start Saturday morning. And then notice how temperatures, especially at night, moderate. Low temperatures moderating. That might actually cause you a little sleep problems as cold as it's been lately at night. Good sleeping weather. So we'll see these readings click on up above average there for a while. But notice there's daily range every day, Sunday through Friday. We got a rain chance, and so there's that Sunday thing, 90%. That's round one, and then Thursday, Friday there, and they linger again to Friday night. That is round two there on the forecast. So that is your gloomy wet spell forecast. But beyond this, let's check out February. How will February start off as far as temperatures are concerned? Well, we have above normal temperatures forecasted across much of the southeastern part of the country, up East Coast into the Ohio and Tennessee valleys. It's been so cold lately for that, so that's going to be a major change. However, we do see some more cold air dropping down out of Canada into the northern portion and northwestern portion of the United States there. Here officially from the Climate Prediction Center, that's where this comes from, they are forecasting our temperatures to average above the norm. But sometimes you can get some of this colder air down into the area maybe toward the end of the period. But I did check the upper level pattern, and it's showing a high pressure ridge, kind of a warm, elongated bubble of air aloft, kind of sitting over this portion of the United States, over central Louisiana, and maybe that will protect us from any major cold air intrusions during this time frame. We certainly hope so. All right, that's it from me. Nick Mikulas will be back with you in the morning, and I'll see you again during the PM hours tomorrow. Just have a super and safe Saturday.